was born in 1918. My father was a musical critic on the Manchester Guardian. He was 23 years older than my mother. She came from Birmingham and she had just had some sort of office job in Manchester, and she'd gone to my father for singing lessons. Because of the Manchester Guardian connection, she got me into Withington Girls' School, which is a very good school. Definitely I wanted to go to Cambridge. I loved Cambridge so much, I certainly wanted to stay on. Besides, what do you do in psychology? That was the beginning of World War II. I was with my mother that morning, I remember, that when war was declared. And everybody was very scared by the unknown. We adapted all our things into tests for air crew as to whether people should be in fighters or in bombers. I was working in a radar establishment, and so was Peter Milner, whom I married. And Peter was invited to come to Canada to set up the beginnings of Canadian atomic energy research. We didn't know that we were going to Montreal, we just told you going to Canada. I found a position at the Université de Montréal, the newly founded Institute of Psychology. I had sort of kept tabs of what was going on at McGill, and then I would attend the seminars out of interest in the evening. Donald Hebb ran a seminar, and I attended that. Once I met Hebb, I really wanted to do a PhD with him, I think, and he got permission from Penfield to send one graduate student to study the patients at the Neuro. And so one day Hebb said to me, "Would you like to go, And that was June 1950, and I said yes. And from then on, I knew that was what I wanted to do. All the operations for epilepsy are done on one side of the brain, not both. Patients would come to me, and especially the ones with left-sided lesions, and they would say, "Oh, I have such trouble with my memory." But I had never been terribly excited about memory. If a patient comes to you and says, "I have trouble with my memory," you should not reply, and I didn't. You shouldn't say, "Don't talk to me about memory. I'm here to study perception, or I'm here to study the motor system. Don't want to know about memory." You should be very quiet as a mouse and you should listen. And so from then on, because the patients said they had memory trouble, I switched the focus of my research to memory.
And now I'll call on Dr. Brenda Milner, who will speak about memory mechanisms.
Memory mechanisms and the study of the temporal lobes go hand in hand, as I was to learn very quickly when I came here for the first time in 1950, after Don Hebb said to me, "You're supposed to be interested in the thought processes. How would you like to go up to the Neurological Institute and study some of Wilder Penfield's patients with temporal lobe epilepsy?"
I now invite Dr. Brenda Milner to say a few words. Dr. Milner.
After all these years, and many years here at McGill, I'm still teaching, and I find, first of all, that I'm grateful to fate. If you find yourself the real temptation, the real excitement somewhere else, don't be afraid to change. La vie est longue. Bonne chance à tout le monde.